Okay, so this is what we did yesterday. We talked about the different kinds of seventh chords, right? So there were triads, are just 3 notes.
Yeah.
And seventh chords, you're playing 4 notes usually.
Or more.
Okay? 4 notes or less.
Really?
The most important thing is why something's a seventh chord is because it has the 7th on top.
Yeah.
Remember, the 1, 3, 5 is root third, 5th. So the 7th is in that somewhere in that cluster of notes. You can leave out some notes when you're playing chords. Remember
what's the root again? Like
the-
when the root comes back.
The root is just like if we're in the key of C, the root is C, like the 1
No,
chord.
I mean like after like because like 1, 3, 5, 7.
Right, and then 1 would be the next thing.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Remember we talked about tensions yesterday too. And if you don't know this definition, because Kyle, you weren't here, you want to write this down. Tensions, upper extensions of a chord. Really, what it is notes that are not chord tones. Notes that are not chord tones are what tensions are. And we listened to some music. We listened to Al Green yesterday. We'll listen to it again today. Those are chords that, and we're going to go in the other room and listen to your project.
Nice.
Those are chords that have, I forgot what I was saying. Tensions, yes, they're notes that are not chord tones. When you're playing a chord and you add, another note that's not a chord tone. Tension. Okay, so let's just go over the formulas again. A major 7th chord is 1, 3, 5, 7. So that means if I'm in the key of D major and I want to spell a D major 7, if I ask you to spell a D major 7 chord, you think of a D major scale, right? 1 is D, F sharp, because F sharp, F sharp side tonic, A, C sharp, that's the 1, 3, 5, and 7. Play those notes together, that's a D major 7 chord. If I want to spell a minor 7 chord, okay, the chord formula is 1 flat 3 5 flat 7. So if we're in the key, if I ask you to spell a C minor 7 chord, 1 is C, right? So Nick, what's the flat third going to be? What's the third note in the C major scale? I know you know.
The third note, I believe, is in B.
Yes! So if you flat it, it becomes
In E flat.
yes! So C, E flat, 5 is G, and B flat is the flat 7. So I play those notes together, that's a C minor 7 chord. Dominant 7 chord. Formula is 1, 3, 5, flat 7. So if I'm in the key of G, all right, G's 1, what's 3 going to be?
G, B, D, and then it is F.
F, that's right, F. F.
Because it's a sharp and it goes
yeah. Because it was F sharp, so I flatted, it becomes just regular old F.
Okay.
No F sharpen. Okay? Minor 7 flat 5. Minor 7 flat 5 is 1 flat 3 flat 5 flat 7. It's also known as a half diminished chord. Half diminished.
Oh yeah, it said half diminished yesterday.
Yes, and I erased it.
Confusing me.
Sorry. Half diminished. And that is 1 flat 3 flat 5 flat 7. So if I'm in the key of F, what's 1? F.
F.
What's the flat third? What's the third note in F major scale?
B.
A.
A. You want one.
Oh,
so
yeah,
it becomes A flat. What's the 5th note in F major scale?
C.
So it becomes C flat, which is really B. And what's the 7th note in F major scale?
flat.
A and so you play F, A flat, C flat, E flat together, you get an F minor 7 flat 5 chord. And finally, the augmented 7th chord. Remember, that's the chord that's used in a lot of suspenseful movies, James Bond and all that stuff, Sharp 5. Okay, so that formula is 1, 3, sharp 5, flat 7. So if we're in the key of C, it's going to be C, E,
C sharp, B flat.
no, C, E, what's the 5th?
The 5th is F.
No, that's the 4th.
That's the 4th.
G.
G.
So you make it G sharp,
Sharp.
because you raise it. Sharp means
B
to raise it.
sharp.
And
A.
then B flat.
B flat.
B flat.
Right.
So it's going to be C, E, G sharp, or as they say in Massachusetts, G sharp.
Sharp.
And then
G sharp.
you're forbidden from saying it that way in this room.
Psych. Sharp.
All right. What's up, Kyle?
What are the symbols for augmented and dominant?
And I will show you right now.
Also, is there a potential